for we. Sit, line up yourself, get ready to perform.
There was some dancing at Olivia Chow's headquarters last night, that I can tell you. Good time. Welcome back. Tammy, Devo, Sid here with you. A couple of things. We're gonna tie a bow on the election discussion portion of the show. Zhao Guogang, whose signs you saw all over the city. We talked about him a lot throughout this election. He probably spent more than anyone else on signage in the city. I know you've seen it. He got 0.4% last night in the election, 0.41% to be accurate, so it didn't work. It didn't work. These things happen.
A lot of recycling to do with those signs, though.
Yeah.
You are the only one on the couch that had a vote last night. What did you see when you went to the station?
Nobody.
Really?
That was the thing. It was empty when I went. I went pretty much after our show. I just went around 11:30 in the morning. It was quiet. I spoke to the people there, and they said it's quieter than normal for that time during an election. And look, anybody I spoke to in the city that went to vote, they said it was quick, it was easy because there wasn't a lot of people going out. We saw 38%, which is an increase from the last one, but it's still pretty low, right? I did take some time. After I cast my vote, I just stood there and I looked at the sheet. And I was surprised all the names could be on one form. I mean, they have to, I know that.
It was on one form?
There's 102 names on, oh, there we go, on one form. And I stayed there for like 3-4 minutes just to read out all the names because I wanted to just see if any of them were familiar, if they were not familiar, what it was. And man, that's a lot of people. And this process has to change a little bit.
Hear, hear.
Because if you are not someone who pays attention to the news and what Tam and the team are telling you each and every day or bringing to you each and every day, you might not know anything about these candidates or their policies or what they stand for or what it might mean for you in your neighborhood. I voted based on what my needs are in the city. And let's see if that works out, you know, and that's what most people should do. But some people said, look, there's not going to be a lot of immediate change, so I don't even want to go out and vote. And I had a lot of people that I know that were doing that. I'm like, you still need to exercise that right.
I hate that answer.
We have that in this country. We are blessed to have that. So, again, it was quiet. It was very simple to do, but there's a lot of names, and it could be a lot of confusion for many people. Thinking about new Torontonians as well that might be struggling to figure out who these people are. They're not familiar with Olivia Chow, Anna Bailão, Josh Matlow, even though they've been doing it for a long time. They still don't know who these people are if you're new to this city. So that was, you know, some of my concerns when going out to vote as well.
Again, Olivia Chow will be in studio coming up at 8 o'clock. Mark McAllister of City News will be here at 7:30. Mark did phenomenal work throughout this election. We're big fans of Mark, so he has a lot of different perspectives on it. So we're going to focus on the mayor today and a lot going forward. Tam, one last thought for the moment on Anna Bailão. Anna Bailão did not seem like in her concession speech, she didn't come off as someone to me who felt like her political career was done. She had a huge smile on her face. She was very proud of her team. She was very proud at where they finished in this election. So I wouldn't be surprised at all here, Tam, if Anna Bailão and I don't know how many years would try this again. I think whenever you come in second in an election, I think it's a completely rational thought. But the fact that John Tory's endorsement, the former mayor Tammy, came in as late as it did, one has to wonder if that endorsement happened 10 days ago. What does last night look like? I still think Olivia Chow probably wins, but it might have been even closer.
Might have been even closer, and that's the thing. I think a lot of Bailão supporters are going to be wondering what if. Why did that endorsement come so late? One thing I'll note about her concession speech is that I felt like that was the most animated I had seen her since the entire campaign. She was so warm, and not to say she's not warm, but I mean she was just smiling from ear to ear, was just so relaxed, it seemed. I don't know if that was relief that all of this work has finally come to an end, and that she did make an impact, and that she did place second. You know, a lot of the polls said that she was much further down leading up to it. But I wonder if there would have been a difference too if we saw that Anna Bailão out on the campaign trail on a regular basis.
Josh, I was thinking the same thing with Josh Matlow last night. Fired up.
Yeah.
I'm like, where was this with Josh Badlow
But
last
even
night?
if you see Olivia Chow after winning, like everybody, you're in front of your people, you're in front of your crew,
true.
your supporters, your family. There's a different level of confidence, and a different level of personality that comes with it. I think that's a big part of it. And to answer your question about the Tory endorsement, that happened 10 days ago. No doubt in my mind, Anna Bailão wins this election.
There's a lot of people with you on that.
No
There is.
doubt in my mind, because there's a lot of people. Look, we know if he ran, he would have won. Again, like
Still
let's be
popular guy.
real. So
Yep.
there's a lot of people I know, my friends and their wives, both of them. They're just like, if he was there, I'd be voting for him. That endorsement made a big impact for her. Had it come sooner, be a different, could be
Yeah.
a different result.
And the whys on that are interesting. We got to do some digging. I'm wondering why it took that long, but that's a story for another day. Before we go, though, I look at the top three on the ballot: Olivia Chow, Anna Bailão, Mark Saunders. All from immigrant families, all not born in this city, all whose families came to this city to give their kids a better life. Toronto's got a lot of issues. I still think that is Toronto. Toronto is opportunity and hope. I know I don't always give off that aura that I'm that guy, but when I see that, I can't help but think that every time I see the final results, I will always smile about this election in that way, looking at the way that went, because that to me is still what Toronto is all about. And Olivia Chow, best of luck to her, the new mayor. She's in studio with Tam coming up at 8 a.m. Mark McAllister, who did a terrific job covering this election, will be in studio in 4 minutes' time.
Here?
Where's Mark? You there, Mark?
Oh, he's there.
All right, Mark.
You know what, Mark?
Late night for him.
You're good.
Yeah, he's tired.
Also, you know what? Can we give a shout out to Mark here? Why not? Give a shout out to Mark McAllister.
Let's go.
Look at that.
He was live last
Good
night.
for you. Look
coming
at
in
him.
This morning.
He hasn't even
Thank you.
showered. Looks amazing.
Yeah, looks good.
He's fresh.
I'm sure he has. Also, Mark, we love you. Also coming up at 7:40.
Jordy, you okay? Jordy, what happened?
We're heating up the grill.
Jordy.
It's the summertime. I know it doesn't look like it right now. It's great. We've got tips and tricks on how to get your barbecue where you need to be. More BT coming up.